Hello, Senior Stoner fans. This is the real Senior Stoner back at you on Wednesday for your dab of the day. Today we'll be using the Magna Carta, and today's topic is going to be a significant topic to everyone. This is a topic that should have been talked about a long time ago, and frankly, I don't like talking about it. I don't think anybody does. Pain and work. That's right. Pain and work. How many of you out there still work? We know many of you have pain. Are you working still? I worked with 40 years of pain till I couldn't take it anymore. And it wasn't necessarily even physical that stopped me. Let's get to it. Well, you walk into a Walmart, 20,000 people shopping on a Saturday. Ask them all to raise their hands if they have any pain. 85% of the people are going to raise their hand. Arthritis, cramps, earaches, toothaches, whatever they got something, but they're still in motion, moving, doing their thing. So was I, so are you. For all those years with my sciatica, 2 failed back surgeries, and all the rest, I kept taking my Percocet, my Vicodin, my Valium, and kept going to work. And work kept me occupied, and I was stressed about work all the time, and it made my pain worse. But it was a vicious cycle because there I am working, and as I got more successful, the pain got worse because I got more in serious jobs, more responsibility, more stress. They pay you for more stress. And then I got more stress and more stress. So what's happening is now you realize the methodology here. You are paid to have stress. Guess what else you're paid to have? Pain. They don't care if you're hurting. Come in a wheelchair, they'll accept you with the Disabilities Act. Come in handicapped, they don't care. Just don't tell us about it, that's what they say. Just don't show it to people. We don't want people getting depressed because you're in pain. So guess what Senior Stoner had to do? He had to put on his Hickey Freeman suit, his Bally shoes, and his Hermes tie, and his Rolex watch, and walk in at the tip of the spear for 20 years to the same spot. 2.5 hours from here, by the way, each way. And I was doing fine, like I said, until 5 or 6 years ago when I had a catastrophic injury. And I couldn't do fine anymore. And I had to now go onto morphine and on Dilaudid and on fentanyl patches from Vicodin and Percocet. And you all know that's a big change. Well, it didn't do too well for me. It kept the pain somewhat constricted, but it changed my personality. It made me into an irate person, made me into a non-specific analytical person, so my deals were all off. My timing was off, very sensitive about everything. And I started to say to myself, this isn't me. So I saw myself at the tip of the mountain, see myself start to come down gently on a slope like this. I didn't fall down the mountain like that. I stayed like this. I held. I held for the money. I held for my family. I wanted kids to get to college, get paid for. I wanted to pay off my house. I had goals. And eventually, I couldn't do it anymore. And I did fall right off the cliff. Okay? And I fell off the cliff and stopped working and went on disability, retired. Not a happy camper. But did I do it? Did I wait too long to stop? For the money and the career, I did not wait too long. I went on the tip of this. I went on the high, thank God. How many of us can go out on the high? But could I have gotten higher? Could I have gone more? Probably. Why couldn't I? Wasn't visible necessarily. Why couldn't I? I only started using my cane the last year and a half I was working. I wore braces that were under my shirt type thing so nobody saw them. I was so vain. And then I used 2 canes at the end. The size of their building I worked in was a football field to go from one to the other end. To go from the office to the warehouse where you needed to go, a football field each way, 4 sides. 2.5 hours away from here. I ended up having to stay overnight when I went there because I couldn't make the drive anymore at the tail end. And then I ended up not being able to go every week, and I would do it over the phone. Then I began to say to myself, nobody said this to me because the numbers were still amazing. I can't do this anymore. Why? Your money's good. Nobody's firing you. because it's not who I am. This is not me. I don't want to be seen and known like this. I don't do things halfway. That's not the senior stoner way. You all know me. So I retired for health reasons. It was a very smart decision because once I came out of the guilt and the dirtiness of not working, I realized that I had to do it to protect my life because I could have died. That's right. What I was doing was covering up the reality of the horror of what was happening. I wasn't taking care of it the right way. Now I take care of it the right way. Maybe take care of it too much. But work and pain, work makes you take more pain than you should. That's what I'm trying to say. And believe me, I'm not trying to tell everybody to retire or quit. But you've got to have a plan. You've got to have this pain plan we talk about. Doesn't apply to few things. It applies to everything. If you're in pain like I am, an invisible type of pain, chronic and intractable, by golly, have all the things you need in your car for the day when you go to work. Not just your medicine. Have your braces, have ice, have heat. Have whatever you need. If you're in a wheelchair, you know you're going to bring your wheelchair. If you have this kind of pain and you need to go to work, bring all your stuff with you. Now, as far as working with terrible pain, changing your performance, that's the seesaw. The middle of the seesaw is the key here, because I decided to stop when I realized I wasn't looking right. It wasn't the right top of the seesaw anymore, my performance. The pain won. If your pain's not winning, keep going. If you're winning over your pain, keep winning. But if your pain takes over, you must respond. In my case, unfortunately, I couldn't have gone to a less type of job because of some of the things that were going wrong with me. And that became a part of my life because of the solution to my problems. Fentanyl almost killed me. Changed who I was, changed my abilities intellectually, changed a lot about me. You need to be very careful when you have pain that is not just like this, black and white, and you fall right off. If you're managing it on a gradual type of thing and you're handling it, you've got to be really careful that you don't get caught up in something that will keep you in the same spot for the wrong reason. I'm not telling you what your reason is. Everybody has different reasons. But you don't want to be stuck in the spot of pain for the wrong reason. If you're going to stick there, do it for the right reason. Okay? Work in pain. Everybody has their own goals, motivations, and reasons. I did it. I stuck on it because of my family and my goal with the house, my goal with the kids' colleges and things like that. And knock wood, it worked out. I'm still here alive. But it's a juggling act, is what it really is. It's a very fine line between staying too long and hurting yourself and getting out right in time. This is the Real Senior Stoner. I hope I've been able to talk clearly about work and pain. Have a great one, everybody.